Hey, Diane. Hi, Idris. Juanita. Let's get this out of here. Boom. Hello, Miss Juanita. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you, Jackie?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Juanita, for asking. Hi, Diane.
Hi, Jackie. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, guys. Hi, Idris. Just waiting for a few more people to come in. That looks good. I should have brought my cran flush. I'm doing a lot of ginger in my cran flush.
Ginger.
Yes. It's
What's the ginger do?
well, it's anti-inflammatory. It's also antiviral, and it's helps you to lose weight, helps you to it's got a lot of incredible properties to ginger. Basically,
So you're talking about the little plant or whatever, and that you
it's
shade it?
no. You buy the roots. You buy like a bag of roots, like at a grocery store.
Right.
And I have a juicer, so I
Oh, a juicer. Oh, okay.
the juicer, and then I'll get like our cran flush bottle.
Mhm. Right.
I also have a smaller cran flush bottle, and I'll just put it in that. And so when I make my cran flush, I just pour just a touch.
Okay.
And it makes you salivate, and it's very good. I mean, God, the benefits of ginger. Let me see. Lot of stuff. But especially if you have a sore throat or something happens like that. Benefits of ginger.
Well, I bought little bitty cube frozen ones at Trader Joe's the last time I was there.
Well,
Said it was pure ginger.
so what'd you do? You defrost and then squeeze the juice out or something?
No, this is already done. You just put the little cube in there, and when it thaws out, it's the juice.
Oh, huh,
It was over in the frozen section.
that's interesting.
Obviously, I said it was frozen.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I got it. I'm following you. I'm ADD too. No, but it's I like a lot more than just a little cube. I like sort of like 2 tablespoons.
Oh, no.
Oh yes.
It smells like medicine, and it kind of tastes that way.
Gingerol, a substance with powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Can treat many forms of nausea, especially morning sickness. So I always give it to my daughter when she's pregnant. And ginger appears to be highly, where is it? It's a rhizome, underground, blah, blah, blah. We know that it's a root, often called ginger root. Ginger can be used fresh, dried, powdered, or as an oil or juice. It's a very common ingredient in recipes, 11 health benefits. Didn't I do a podcast with this once?
Probably.
I think I did, because I'm really OCD on ginger. Oh, it helps you fight the flu and common cold, to name a few of its purposes. So it's really great for your immune system, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, oxidative stress, it reduces. I mean, this is like you want this in your house all the time. So, they say it may help relieve nausea and vomiting for people undergoing certain types of surgery. You know, ginger may also help chemotherapy related nausea. It's really, I love it. Okay, who else has joined us? Area code 309.
Luann again.
Hey, Luann. Luann and
How
I,
are y'all?
eventually I want to see you girls' faces. All right.
Oh, that'll be the day.
That'll be the day. Yeah, okay. I remember that song, Luann, and
Yeah, me too.
there's an ending to it. So, did you guys see my little message for you guys I did, I think yesterday on Facebook?
Nope.
Every once in a while, I do it. Did you see it, Diane?
Yeah,
Good, thank you. Michelle, did you see it?
See what?
My little message yesterday to you buddies?
No, I just saw it just now, but I was trying to get on this, so I didn't listen to
No,
it.
that's fine. At the very end, I said, all right, Michelle, get walking or something like that.
Today was day 20.
Day 20,
Ooh,
good
good for you.
deal.
Wow.
Day
Good job.
20.
Come on.
And there've been a few days when I really could have missed, including today. Like,
Yeah, I
no.
get it. After this, I have to get going and go walk. Yeah.
I was
I get
running
it.
late, but I said, you know what? So what? I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna do my walk.
Yesterday
You.
was one of those days for me because we had a weather warning, of wind and high winds. And I thought, perfect. I shouldn't walk in the wind.
We never killed anybody.
I can't
Well, maybe
lie to
it did, actually.
myself, I'm one of those that, I have to be able to look myself in the mirror. So what's the goal, you guys, by January 1st? What are we gonna lose?
Well, I'm going to be back in my size 4, and I will tell you,
Yes,
because I'm going to Dallas.
when?
I leave Thursday. And
Woo.
I was trying clothes on today because I didn't want to buy any more. I'm into some of my 4s.
Oh, good
Oh
for
my
you.
gosh. Wow.
Juanita, I told you were starting to look good. You were starting,
Haven't measured, but I'm into them. Not all of them.
well, your clothes kind of tell you what, the measurements are. I'm not much into measuring and I don't weigh, but I do know when I have clothes on and they're a little looser or something, then I recognize what's going on. So, so that's pretty impressive.
Well, I only went to a 6, so only had to drop one size. Okay. I
only,
didn't get carried away.
only. Oh,
And,
oh,
yeah, Diane, is that stupid or what?
yeah, that's right.
Why
But
do people go up in sizes, Juanita?
because I put on,
That's-
yeah, I put on COVID pounds just like everybody else did.
But 6 to a 4, there is a 5 in between there. They just don't tell you. Like, okay, just squeeze it in while you zip up those pants. But since you made that commitment is when I've been seeing a new Juanita.
Yeah.
So it's healthy body, healthy mind, but your mind, your soul started taking over and showing its love for you. And that's important. That's Michelle. When Michelle, 20 days of walking, come on, dude. That's off
When
the
I get
chart
back
for
from all
Michelle.
of this and I start walking my dogs, I'll be in them other 4s before end of the year. Just know I will.
Oh, yeah, 100%. When is Dallas?
Alice is this weekend. But we're coming back the 20th. And then I have a friend that I take to the airport on the 22nd. So it's 2 weeks. Let's just put 2 weeks. Instead of
Oh.
flabbing around about everything, it's 2 weeks.
Okay, you're right. But see, I'm ADD, so I'll just follow you wherever you go. I think that you're gonna have you can do another 4 pounds, in 2 weeks for women, 2 to 3 pounds a week. For men, it's 3 to 4 pounds. But for you, we're not talking pounds, but yes, what's happening, everything, you look completely different than when we first started.
Yes, I feel different.
Yeah.
I'm not quite there because I know still got a little extra, but when I get in my 4s,
Juanita, everything about you, your spirit, your energy, your command, your presence, it's very apparent, and it makes me very happy because I'm,
Mhm.
I'm not doing
You're,
this. for
you're our
free,
mother, you know.
huh? Yeah, I'm very happy. And Michelle, to walk 20 days in a row,
Yes, that's
I mean,
good for you.
we should. How do you feel, Michelle? You're changing your whole life over too.
Your face is getting so thin,
It
Michelle.
is. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
No. I feel good. When I was walking today, I was like, they say that it takes 21 days to create a habit. So as of tomorrow, I will have created a habit.
That's good.
Because really, why shouldn't I walk a half an hour a day? I mean, it's silly, to even, and I just couldn't get myself to do it. And now that I'm doing it, but I still just want to take it one day at a time and not be crazy.
You brush your teeth twice a day?
Yeah.
That's a habit.
Except when I fall asleep and don't do that nighttime, but I hate that.
Well,
I wake up in the middle of the night and I have to do it.
I know, man, I'm worried. Oh God,
Um,
I don't, but we all have to, that's why I call it habitual ritual. Because when you have a habit that you're used to doing, like brushing your teeth, there's no question about it. You get up in the morning. I mean, I make it a habit to make my bed. I don't feel good if I don't make my bed. And, some days I don't because something comes up. I got to watch the baby early or whatever. But I feel incomplete if my bed's not made. My mother did that to me. So she created a habit, for me like that. But doing the fruit in the morning, taking our supplements with our Cran Flush, doing our latte, putting our Osaline in there. These are all habits. I don't think about it. I just know what I have to wake up, go to fruit. Okay. All right. It's been, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Let's get the latte going. In the meantime, I already have my Cran Flush and I'm taking my supplements. That's my life. When I talk to new people and I have clients, and my first question is always my first question is, to see if they qualify for me to spend my time with them. How many times do you go to the bathroom a day? That tells me everything. How many, well, what do you mean? I mean, what I mean. How many times do you go to the bathroom? Well, pee. And I go, usually the guys, I mean, pee? I go, no. Poo. How many times do you have a bowel movement, And, well, I don't know. I never really thought about it. The women are like, some women are like, oh, I'm good. I'm 2 to 3 a day, whatever. Some people that really have problems with their weight and with their moods and with their health, it's maybe every other day they'll have a bowel movement. And this tells me a lot because Flush Your Fat for Good is based on biochemistry and physiology. So, my dad, he was the first bioanalyst and pathologist of the state of California. So having breakfast with him was a trip. Chew your food, you got to masticate. And it's, it goes in, girls. What goes in comes out. Make sure you look at it, It's like, Dad, we're 4 years old. Give us a break. But still, he wanted us to know that the body is a machine. It's a system. That's Ayurvedic medicine. That's I've been studying with Dr. Shiva lately, and he teaches health systems. Everything has a system. We have a nervous system, a digestive system, an autonomic nervous system. We've got a cardiovascular system. Everything's a system. And you have, your car is a system. A watch. This is how you know God exists, because the watch has a watchmaker. So the thing is, you have to understand how the watch works in order to get it to tell you the time. Same thing with your body. We have timings in our body. It's called sync times, and we've got different things that happen to us when we wake up in the morning. A lot of people, when I say, okay, when you wake up in the morning, what's the first food you eat? Well, I don't know. Sometimes I go till lunchtime, I don't eat. I know that's a problem. Right, Juanita?
Yeah, it's a problem.
It's a problem. And when you start getting people, I say, no, that can't be, because you break your fast. When you break your fast, that's when you start your breakfast. And what are you going to put in your body to get it going? Well, maybe a cup of coffee. I don't, sometimes. No. So when I start getting people like that to start just making it a habit to eat fruit in the morning, it changes their life. When you eat fruit in the morning, and after a couple of weeks, you can't wait to get to that fruit. What it does to move the bowels and to the fruit is going to feed the probiotics that you took the night before. So they're just waiting there, waiting for your fruit. And this is a good thing. So, it's really, really important when you can establish a habit for the rest of your life, because you have a habit of getting in the car. And I'm sure when you turn it on, the first thing you do is you check to see, do I have enough gas to get there? Most of the time, people will always check, do I have enough gas to get there? And if it's low, or the ding, 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 the bell goes on, you go, oh my God, I'm almost out of gas. Well, that's urgent. If you're almost out of gas, what are you going to do? Oh, I'll get on the freeway. I'll worry about it later. Ain't going to happen unless you're some kind of moron. You're going to go, oh my God, get off the road. We got to get gas. Have you ever run out of gas? When I was young and dumb, I have, and I would never do again. So some things are more important because we don't look at our bodies as a whole system. We just look at different body parts. Oh yeah, I have a heart. Oh, I've got, lungs, whatever. No, they all work together. The heart has to pump blood. It goes through the lungs. This is why if you're smoking cigarettes, it's, there's a lot of problems with people that, they get lung cancer, but then it goes into their blood because the blood goes through the lungs. Everything is connected. So when we eat, and what we're eating every single day, what we put in our mouth with Flush Your Fat for Good is to build, repair, and maintain the integrity of your bones, your blood, your tissues, your organs, your hormones. I mean, everything. That should come first, like gas in the car. So when you do that, and that becomes a mindset, then that becomes a habit. So Juanita, when you get to Dallas, you're going to have to be, focused, straight on track. And, somebody said, hey, come on, let's go get a drink, or let's get some, oh, we're going to eat. Okay, who wants dessert? What are you going to be in control?
Yeah, I don't eat that stuff anymore.
Okay. There you go. And I think with getting to walking, to make yourself walk every day. I like who was it? Somebody said, was it you, Michelle? You said I walk 15 minutes, and then I know if I walk back 15 minutes, that's 30 minutes.
Right.
What's wrong with that? Now you got your cardiovascular system going, your lymphatic system, and you really don't think it's doing much. And after about a week and a half or 2 weeks, it's doing something.
I can tell it's doing something because I can see my, it's still got a lot of fat around these hips, but I can see my waist starting to come back. And when I look to the side and I look at my back, I can start to see I lost some down my back or down the like the back of my hips, like I don't know how to explain it, but I can just see that my shape from about 10 years ago is starting to,
Yeah, well, like Juanita said, we're starting to see it in your face.
Your face.
And your skin color looks better. Your face is like thinner down here for sure. The jowls, you don't have those jowls. But the thing is, women lose from the top down. Let's see that little move again. And then, of course, we lose the boobs, some of the boobs.
yeah, I did, but that's okay.
Yeah,
I
but
never really
sometimes
had it
that's a
anyway.
blessing. I mean, my boobs were so big at the time, you could serve dinner on it. But then you start to lose down a little more, and that's when you start to see your waist.
Mhm.
And those hips are the last to go. And the thighs, sometimes women don't have large thighs, sometimes they do. It's
I
the
do.
hips and the thighs are for childbearing. So, we're cursed with that.
Well, that's
Idris,
Yes, ma'am.
how are we doing with the chocolate?
Still struggling,
Okay, why?
under a lot of stress.
You're gonna have a lot more if you don't stop that. I know where
Where do
you
you live? We need to come visit you. Where do you live?
Illinois.
Illinois.
live. That'll give you stress in the first place.
Well,
Yes.
I do walk almost every day, depending on weather and stuff. I try to get walk. Some days I get 2 walks. So
Are you doing the magnesium?
yeah, doing that.
Okay, and have your bowels been looser?
My bowels have been good for a pretty good while.
Okay, and when do you want this chocolate? Morning, noon, and night?
Too much.
It's a craving.
Yeah,
Did you double up on your magnesium?
yeah, I'm taking extra.
Okay, good. Did you get any cacao?
No,
Okay, so what's the chocolate you're buying?
dark chocolate.
Okay, so how dark is it?
The darkest I know of.
Is it 97%? Is it,
I don't know. I haven't looked at that.
okay, that's your next project, your assignment. Should you choose to take this mission, you're gonna start reading the back of it. You want it as dark as it can get. And if you can find cacao, that's better than the chocolate. How much weight do we have to get off you?
I'd say 40 pounds.
Yeah, so you gotta quit this chocolate.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we should know? Like, are we doing sugar and starch and are you pretty much with the routine, but you can't stop the chocolate?
I think chocolate's the biggest thing.
Yeah. But are you doing your fruit in the morning, Idris?
Yep, I'm doing the fruit.
Atta girl. And you're doing your latte?
Yep.
Okay. Do you put cacao powder in with your latte?
Where do you get the cacao?
Wherever you're getting that damn chocolate.
I've never seen it in the grocery store.
Well, ask somebody that works there. Or you can get it off of Amazon. You want organic cacao powder.
You might be able to get it in like a health food store.
Yeah, Trader Joe's.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna work with you and figure this one out because,
I used to think that cacao was just like a snooty way of saying cocoa. Like the way you say, like I say frittata, I used to think that that's what, cacao was until I learned that cacao really is good for you and cocoa really isn't.
right,
Um,
and one is a process for chocolate and
Right.
syrups and candy and things like that. Cacao, they do have some cacao treats and things like that, but what Idris is craving is in the cacao too. and might even help her a lot better than what she's getting. And to take like a little tablespoon and put that in with your latte to make it sort of like a chocolate latte,
Mhm.
that could change Idra's whole pattern.
Well, is there sugar in the chocolate that you're eating, Idris?
Probably is.
Because that's probably causing more of the craving than the chocolate is.
Could be.
Very good point, Michelle. But
Well, and I know that when you're trying to get off these things, that it's like, well, you know, I just want to have a little bit. But honestly, it's like that little bit,
Makes you want more.
exactly, all the
that's
time.
because sugar acts like cocaine on the brain.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's why I was saying, if you can get the darkest chocolate with the less sugar, which is a great point. But some people do seriously crave chocolate to the point where it's because of the deficiency. But yes, you're right. If there's sugar in it, and we have to get 40
I
pounds
have
of
to
it.
excuse myself. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, go ahead. Oh, I like that. Sugar. So, Idris, we got to work on that.
Yeah.
So
Night,
you,
honey.
when you get to the health food store, you want to look for cacao powder, put that in your latte twice a day, and also find a cacao like chocolate bar, a candy bar, chocolate, but no sugar. You can find them. Don't get artificial sugar. Artificial sweeteners do the same thing, and they're dangerous. You don't want to do that. So, Luann, how are you doing, babe?
Well, I got down to what I wanted to be quite a while ago, but along came the pandemic, and of course I don't get on the scales either, and the pants are a little bit tighter, but I'm still doing pretty good on my food intake and really doing good and leaving the sweets alone for me.
Yeah, that's excellent. That's really good because, a lot of people just think that sweets, put fat on you, but sweets do a lot more. They endanger everything. Your pancreas, cancer grows on sugar. We get hit 10,000 times a day with cancer. Last thing we want to do is have food for it. So are you walking, Luann? Because you weren't before.
No, that's the bad part about me. I really am not, and I know I should, and I need to get my rear in gear and get out there.
I like that, rear in gear.
Yeah.
Wait, does somebody need to come over and kick it?
Yeah, that would help.
What's is it cold or windy or rainy or snowy where you live?
Oh, it's been a little bit rainy, yeah, but that's no excuse because I got the Y. I think that's only $1 a day to go up there and walk however far you want to walk. And so it's my own fault. It's nobody else's but mine.
What's the good excuse though? I mean, you must have an excuse that stops you.
Pardon the expression, but too damn lazy.
No, I like it straightforward, trust me.
Yeah, there you go.
Jackie, she used to walk real good when she had Ruth, but after Ruth passed away, then
Yeah.
she got away from it.
Yeah, I know.
that's
And
it,
you were,
exactly.
and Rose was what, 100 years old when she passed?
100.5. Yep.
God
Yep,
bless
she
her.
was. We wheeled that wheelchair all over Creation, where she lived at the village, and we went somewhere every day. And I put it. She had a lightweight wheelchair. Thank God for that. But I told her my 31 years of us owning a taxi company was getting me ready for her.
Okay, so do you live in the villages? Is that what I'm hearing?
Nope. I live in my house, but she only lived about 8 blocks away in Westlake Village, and that's a big campus right there within itself. But we almost always went somewhere every day. Somewhere.
And is it within walking distance?
It would be if I did it. It was 8 blocks away.
Okay.
But of course, I always took her in the car. That was my excuse why I didn't walk.
So how many blocks would you have to walk to get to that campus?
8 blocks.
Okay, so how many minutes does it take for you to walk a block?
Well, I don't know. I never counted that. I don't know.
Okay, so tomorrow, Luann,
Yes, yes.
you're going to get out a watch or whatever you want. Take your phone, and I want you to see how many minutes it takes for you to walk a block.
I will try. The man I've had a lot of damage on my roof from a tree limb falling, and he's just knocking on my door, so I had to leave. Anyway, he said that it's supposed to rain a lot tomorrow, and like 90%, something like that. But that I can walk in between showers. Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, you can, because you're gonna walk at least one block to tell us how many minutes that took.
Okay. All right, I
Alright.
can do that.
Okay, so next week, Luann, you're gonna tell us
Yeah.
how many minutes it took for you to walk a block.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay,
Because if it's raining too much tomorrow, I'll do it the next day. That's a promise.
okay. Well, yeah, because Tuesday you're gonna tell us all what happened.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, good.
I
So
will.
now, Diane, how's life?
It's really challenging getting everything under control. I've been doing fairly decent walking, usually 5 out of the 10 day, 5 out of 7 days,
That's good.
but still, I'm getting better with getting more water, which I know Juanita and I talked is part of it. But I didn't realize that you had talked about magnesium because it's been a long time since I've been on the call. One of the things you had talked to me about with the not sleeping and being Jim's caregiver and stuff, that L-tryptophan, I think is what you had recommended once, that I most likely need to get that. And
There
get
is a product, if you would like to, you can get it on Amazon. And it's, oh gosh. It's an unbelievable product. It's, what's the root that's orange that everybody eats for antioxidants? I can't believe it. My mind's going, I probably need more of it. It's melatonin, valerian root, and I will post it in the room, because if you take 2 of these capsules, I have gone through a lot: melatonin, valerian root, all of the sleep aid products, I take 8+ a day and 4 and 4, which helps with your pineal gland and, sleeping and everything. But this product, if you take 2 capsules 10 minutes or 15 minutes before you're going to go to sleep on an empty stomach with a, kind of a half a glass of water, it will help you to fall asleep. And then when you wake up in the middle of the night, you'll go back to sleep very quickly. It's an unbelievable product. So I will post that in the room, and it's off Amazon. And I think it's like tryptophan. L-tryptophan is an amino acid, and that precursors serotonin in the brain. So tryptophan's very good. If you want to sleep deep, have a nice little turkey burger right before you go to bed. Say you go to bed by 9:30, 10. By 7 o'clock, you should make yourself a nice little turkey hamburger patty, and put your vegetables with it. And I swear to God, you'll sleep so deep you won't believe it. Why? Because tryptophan is in turkey. That's why, after Thanksgiving, everybody leaves the table and they're all asleep on your couches. So tryptophan is an incredible amino acid, but it has to be precursed with B6. So if you're taking your supplements and it has B6 in it, then it'll help to transport that tryptophan. However, if you add turkey to your life and always have ground turkey in your refrigerators, then, and have, maybe sometimes have it frozen so that it's always available to you. You can do the little turkey balls that I make, and then I have the recipe and the pictures of them in the room. And you can also make spaghetti squash. And you put those turkey balls over the spaghetti squash with cut up fresh tomatoes. I like the little cherry ones, and basil leaf. Oh my God, it's quite a dish. And you can make enough to where you have a good 3-4 days of it. And if you have that every night before an hour before you decide to go to bed, you're going to take in all real natural tryptophan. You'll be going to sleep. Turmeric, that's the thing I'm thinking of. Turmeric. So
I
this
thought turmeric, but I didn't. Okay,
should have spoke up. I needed.
I should have. Yes, ma'am.
So it's a combo of turmeric, melatonin, and valerian root. But the combination and how it's made is sensational. So, and when I was looking for a good sleep aid, I looked at 100,000 of them. But I like to read the reviews too. And the reviews were so extraordinary that I tried the product, and it's been probably about 2 or 3 years I've been using this product. Plus melatonin is exceptional and they were talking about this way before, they were censoring all the natural things that could help us during the COVID time, but melatonin was one of them for our immune system. So they were giving hydroxychloroquine with Z-Pak, zinc, vitamin C. They're giving melatonin, there's Suramin, which is a pine needle tea. That's very, very good. That will help to extract toxins out of your cells and help your immune system. So there's a lot of things that we all know because we've all been raised with, or at least for the last several years. I've been since birth, but since we all got involved with natural companies like Manatech, they educated us on so many things that could help our bodies function appropriately without drugs. So it's really important. And now we know more than ever that a lot of things have been kept from us because they're doing studies with ivermectin and prostate cancer now. So also my brother died of West Nile virus, and I found out that could have been very helpful for him. So they weren't releasing the information for ivermectin for all kinds of things for us. But the crazy thing, God acts in mysterious ways, because this whole stupid thing that's happened to all of us around the world with this COVID business has revealed a lot of things for all of us to know and to care for ourselves a lot better. And now we're finding out a lot of things that they've, maybe it took forever for a study to take place or whatever, but we already have them at our fingertips.
Are
And
you talking about ivermectin? A vet
ivermectin,
thing?
huh?
Something that vets have used for a long time?
Yes, of course.
It's a turkey wormer.
Well,
It was also used for horses and
right.
cattle.
But they use it also for river blindness because the worms would get into people's eyes.
Mhm.
Yes. Well, it's a cure for COVID.
I gave away a lot of it when I moved.
Darn it.
Dang, look at the money. No, not really. The people that I maybe could have helped.
Yes, but that's the pace for the horses, right? You were using the pill,
No, it was a shot.
wasn't?
It was
Well,
liquid.
But it's in pills now. You can get it. I have it at the house. And, frontline doctors, you can get a lot of the things that you need for natural care from frontlinemedicaldoctors.com. But hydroxychloroquine, look at that. That's a cure. And they use it in Plaquenil for people with RA, rheumatoid arthritis. And now they're saying, oh no, we can't get any of that. Oh no, that's not very good for you. Oh no, that's dangerous. It's been on the market for 60 years. And it helps people with RA. So we found out an awful lot by certain things challenging us. And the one thing, that's why I made sure we did this Zoom, because I saw people getting complacent and I saw people losing their faith in their God-given body, thinking that we need a drug to get through this. Yes, of course, if we have an infection, we need antibiotics. Number one cause of death in the 1900s was pneumonia. Thank God for antibiotics. But there's a lot of things we can do on a daily basis. Ambritos, the AO, guess what they're talking about now? Quercetin. Some guy called me, a friend of mine from Indiana. And he goes, hey, I'm taking this thing I just heard about that's supposed to be really good for, you know, helping protect your body and everything. And I go, yeah, what is that? And he says, quercetin. I said, that's not new. We've had that in our product called Ambritos AO for over 18 years. You're kidding. And I sent him, you know, the product. That AO, the more and more I'm learning about what's been happening to all of us, resveratrol, quercetin, you know, the vitamin C that we have in there. Honest to God, that should be like we brush our teeth twice a day. You take an AO twice a day. All of these things help our bodies to be strong and healthy and to be able to function appropriately. And because of that, we're going to be losing fat, looking better. Our skins are going to be, you know, tighter and stronger and more flexible. Our mind's going to think better. You know, Diane, you've gone through a lot of stress. You've been through a lot, you know, and I know what it's like when I had to care for 2 husbands, and man, you just put yourself on the back burner and you just say, Lord, I'll take care of myself later. But you can't do that, because in the long run, well, we know, Juanita, here we are.
Here we are.
The last one standing, and we got to make it through. So we have to care for ourselves. We're born alone, we die alone, except I'm a twin. She almost killed me. But she was always so rough on me, you know. I just want to play dolls and be cool and be friends. And she wanted to wrestle me down. That's why she's the #1 Arju Kempo woman in America. And she's a 3-time black belt sensei. And if she got rough on me, I'd go, oh no, you hurt me. She loved to be hurt. So we're twins, right? And but my point is, who's gonna take care of us? I used to bring the supplements to my husband. Here you go, here's your food, here's your supplements, nobody ever brought me my supplements, my food, nobody ever did anything for me, you know. Then I have kids and grandkids and I'm taking care of everybody. Nobody's bringing me anything. And I figured out that that's the way God wants it. God wants me to be strong for all of them.
Right.
So I just take care of myself, because I know what it's like to lose a loved one, and it's not planned.
No. No.
So same thing with us. So it's really important that, Diane, are you doing your fruit in the morning like you said, and then you're doing your latte?
I was really having a hard time trying to get it before I left for church at 6:30. And it was either I could get a little bit of fruit in, but not all of it. And you had said the timing was important to have the latte in 20 minutes later. So
No, I mean, how long is mass?
sometimes I do a kind of a special thing. There's a group of us, so sometimes an hour.
Okay, but can you eat when you're getting up in the morning, getting ready for church? Can you eat your fruit?
Sometimes my timing and stuff is off, and if I eat too fast, I end up getting things caught, and then I'm done for about 2 hours.
I understand that, but when you get up out of bed, do you just put clothes on and walk out the door? Or do you go to the bathroom, brush your teeth?
Oh, come on. Yeah, I gotta have time to get in the shower and everything else. So,
Okay. So if you had grapes, just a cluster of grapes, and maybe some cut up apples that you did the night before, and while you're getting ready, you're taking a shower, you're taking care of yourself, you're making your bed, whatever, you've had your fruit while you're doing that. You don't have to rush, just do that. Then go to church, and after church, have your latte.
okay, well, see, I thought you had told me that I really needed to get the latte in about 20 minutes later.
Well, no, your fruit digests in 20 minutes.
Okay. Then I maybe misunderstood you.
That's fine. That's why I'm picking your brain right now.
Oh, yeah. And see, the other thing with the turmeric and that, with the seizure and medication that I'm on with that, Dr. Nugent had told me, because I had asked him about the melatonin and stuff, if that would help me. And he told me not to.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's different. But
And that, so that was what I wondered was I could not remember what was in the tryptophan.
it's an amino acid. There's nothing in it. It's an amino acid. And if you go to a company called Montiff, MONTIFF, and you can find that on Amazon, and you want the L-tryptophan from Montiff,
Okay.
because that's a single free form amino acid. It's not derived from any protein source.
Okay.
They grow them on molasses and beets. So they're literally a live source of an amino acid. They actually give those amino acids from Montiff to people who have no stomachs. So that's best for you. And
Okay.
if you can take it at nighttime with a warm, like maybe you can warm up some milk or whatever. It's nice to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I didn't know you were on seizure meds. When did you go on seizure medication?
I was 25 and I had a massive grand mal.
Oh, okay.
They said stress. They said stress.
I can relate. Well, what have you made Jackie's chicken salad yet?
Yes.
Okay, good girl. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're not doing any starches?
I'm trying my best to stay away. The cravings with that sugar is just horrendous.
Well, your starches convert to sugar.
Well, I know that, but I mean, just even the cravings.
Okay, so if you go a week to 2 weeks without it, you won't crave it anymore.
I need more than that. There was,
Okay, then my next question is, how much protein are you eating?
well, I thought I was doing pretty good, but apparently not.
The more protein you eat, the less sugar you want. Because it maintains your blood sugar and you're craving to pull up your energy. So I think a good thing for you is to get a couple of packs. You can get it at Costco or Sprouts or anywhere, and get ground turkey, organic ground turkey, and make that a part of your daily regime, your food all the time. You make little turkey meatballs, You can make hamburger patties. I like to make a turkey patty, and then I put a bed of lettuce in a bowl with goat cheese and some mayonnaise and some chopped up red bell peppers. And then as soon as the turkey burger is finished and it's nice and hot, I place it onto the bed of lettuce with the cheese and the mayo. And it starts to melt the goat cheese and the mayo gets loose and it becomes a whole, like a salad bowl, you know?
Okay.
That's a good way to eat that. But I think turkey, you need more protein. Turkey has the same amino acids, very close to beef. So I think you need a lot more protein in your life. And so try the tryptophan, add more turkey to your daily eating, your weekly eating. And then if you're getting your walking in 5 days a week, that's excellent.
It's usually about a half an hour.
Perfect. That's the studies. That's
About-
part of that's our structure of Flush Your Fat.
About a mile and a half.
Yeah, 30 minutes, 5 days a week. So Michelle.
Yes, sorry about that.
No, that's fine. Life happens.
Yeah, it was a very disturbing call though.
Was a phone call? What happened? You okay?
Yeah, it's just, my church, went back to meeting in person, but they're still doing it on Zoom. And I don't go in person because I don't want to sit there with a mask and, everybody's, all about the vaccination. Well, this guy, when he called, that's why I took the call, because he normally would not call me at this hour.
Mhm.
So he was the choir director, and we haven't had our choir back in all this time. So he was calling because he was asking me if I'd be interested in, coming back to the choir. Well, I'm like the only one that's not going to be vaccinated, and he knows I'm not vaccinated, but I told him, I said, how's everybody going to feel about that? Because, I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. And then, I don't know. I mean, as it turns out, my voice lesson, I changed the time because we weren't doing choir. So my voice lesson is on Monday night, right smack in the middle of when we would have choir practice. So I told him, as of right now, I don't know if I can change that
How
time.
do you
So
sing with a mask on?
what's that?
How do you sing with a mask on?
I don't. Well, and actually, I mean, no, people go to church with masks on, whether they're vaccinated or not, I think. I see them all on the Zoom. And so, he was talking about it, I guess, the person who plays the organ, she, even though she's like the mask police, was saying that, she didn't want to resume the choir, with masks. She says people just, and then she was talking about these masks that they make for singers on Broadway or whatever. I'm like, and he asked me, look, if you feel more comfortable and, you want us to get one of them. I said, look, I do not want one. And I have no concerns about catching anything because I'm not vaccinated. And I also don't have any concerns about giving anything to anybody. Not that I'm not concerned about people, but I know that I know when I'm sick and I know when I'm not.
Yeah, and also there's shedders now, so you have to be careful of shedders.
Right, so I'm gonna be sitting amongst a bunch of
Well,
shedders.
you know what? No, yeah, right, exactly. If you have a carbon dioxide meter, you can get them for like $30 over at off at Home Depot or something. When you're in a regular room setting, it's 690 parts per million of carbon dioxide. When you put a mask on, a minute and a half later, it is jacked up to over 4,000 million parts per million of carbon dioxide. So we're seeing a lot of bacterial pneumonias. We're seeing a lot of people with gum problems now.
Mhm.
We're seeing the kids not being able to focus and they're getting headaches. And I watched a whole demonstration with 5 masks, and he took a puff of something and blew it through. So there is not one study that shows mass work.
I know that.
So,
It just-
you know, church is to worship God and to feel close to God. And the church that I go to is called Godspeak. They've never closed. We've
Yeah,
had the sheriff at our church. We've had protesters at our church. And the pastor says, you are going to sing to heaven and you're going to enjoy your life. So
well, I wish that I lived near your church
you would love. my-
because I don't even feel connected to this church anymore.
Well,
not-
and that,
not
you
just
know,
because
God
I'm on
acts in
Zoom.
Mysterious ways.
Yeah,
Because God will direct you to where, you know, if it doesn't feel good, it's not right. So if you can find a place where you can belong, then you'll flourish.
right.
Because it's church is a place where you're supposed to feel safe. Anyway, it is disturbing. I understand that, but
Got
I
another
will need that.
meeting.
I
Bye.
will-
and it's almost 6 o'clock now, so I want you guys to stay strong with what you're doing. Diane, we've got a plan for you with turkey and tryptophan. Idris, we got a plan for you. You're going to look for cacao and make sure you understand the sugar content in what you're eating. And then Luann, you're gonna give us how many minutes it takes to walk 1 block.
Yes, ma'am. I can do that.
Orders.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So do your best this week because we're getting closer to the holidays and Halloween's coming up. And don't any one of you think you guys can have a piece of candy because it's just Halloween. We're not
Oh,
doing
speaking of that,
Idris.
I belong to a widows group, a breakfast group, and we meet once a week. Or no, once a month. And last Saturday it was that. And they had real pretty colored leaves and candy corn in little separate bags for us. And I gave my little bag of candy corn to my lady sitting next to me. Wasn't
That
that good of me?
girl. Good for you. All
I
right.
love candy corn.
I know I do too, but it's not good because for me, one's
No.
20's better. So,
There you go.
okay, guys, I love you. We'll talk next
Thank you.
week. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.